and they file into a room where they fill out a form. What has happened to you? Has this helped? Is your pain gone? Or perhaps more dramatically, they will go through a blood test or maybe even imaging to see whether or not the substance took away or healed or worked with whatever was wrong with them and whatever the design was. And then the scientists take a look at the data. And this is where it gets good. And some of you know where I'm going. And the scientists will take a look from the company and they say, did this work? Did this not work? And they see one full group, a number that all had something in common. They had one kind of pill. And of that group, there was significant healing. Pain was gone. In some cases, blood tests revealed chemistry was cured. In some cases, the disease left. And instead of the scientists saying, this is great, and high-fiving each other and saying, we did it, they look at each other with consternation, because that was the placebo group. All of them received a sugar-coated pill. Nothing was in it. Now, that pill may not have been sugar-coated, but that is the phrase that is used for a placebo. Nothing was in it at all. Scientists and data and those in statistics call that a control group, yet it was an uncontrolled group. And what happens next is very interesting, dear ones. What happens next in almost all cases, in the statistics, in the business of testing, is that those who received that pill and the results are either discounted or you try again, because it messes up the results of the real substance. I would like to tell you something about this. There's two layers of this. Wouldn't you think, if someone takes a pill that has nothing in it and the disease goes away, that is what should be studied. You should stop everything else and say, why did that happen? The other layer is the disbelief or the discounting of it. Why is it that this is not more interesting to those who are responsible for helping human beings? It's the most amazing mystery of all. How can a human being have that kind of a reaction when there was nothing in the pill? How is it possible for a human being to go into a hospital, to have a diagnosis of cancer, come back, and suddenly have it gone? Missing. They have a name for that. The imaging will show it has just simply left the body, that there's something called spontaneous remission. As soon as the human found out what it was, it frightened the cell somehow so badly that it went away. That's even better than the placebo effect, wouldn't you say? The most amazing mystery present in the human being is this: how did this happen? There will be those who will say, well, there was divine intervention in all cases, because the human was supposed to react that way and be cured of the disease. What if I tell you that instead something was triggered in the human being that let it cure itself? The human is designed to be balanced. Did you know that? The human being is designed to heal itself. And so often it does. And you get to see it over and over and over, and it really messes with the results, doesn't it? In an experimental test of a drug. They toss it to the side. Let's do it again. We're not really sure what happened here. The placebo effect got in the way. Imagine, the healing of the human being got in the way. We should do it again. What's wrong with this picture? One of the greatest mysteries that I want to tell you about what you know about yourself is, how does this happen? What can I tell you that you need to know? I will tell you this: it's built in. It's waiting for your intent. It's waiting for you to be relaxed and peaceful with it. It's waiting for your consciousness to believe that you can correct it. The person who takes that new pill, every single cell of their body is in total belief. If you can have a cell believe, it's believing that the pill will cure them. And then it does, and then they find out there was nothing there. That should tell you what's going on. Consciousness. That which you call consciousness, not brain power, not synapse, but the awareness that you have of consciousness, which is hooked to the other side of the veil and is part of that soul energy that you bring in, which is spectacularly divine, kicks into gear, and the chemistry of the body eliminates it. What a majesty is there. What a magnificence of chemistry is there. What a miracle of consciousness you have inside you. It's not a mystery. It's yours for the taking. And it requires belief, understanding, being able to become peaceful and eliminate fear. And those are the keys that will be able to allow you to cure yourself, even without a pill that you believe in. The pill, the missing pill, it has been called, is you. Your belief in yourself, the belief that is possible and that it's doable. I am talking to those perhaps in trouble right now with this very issue right now. There's something wrong. Or perhaps you've learned from the medical doctor of what the diagnosis is, carefully imaged. You perhaps have even seen the pictures or the results. And what do you do next? Do you have the courage to get out of fear and be peaceful, knowing what I've just told you, that it happens daily? That a person says, I am a divine being, and inside me I have the ability to control my own chemistry, to be such a high vibration that a low vibration disease will leave. Every day it happens, and it starts to diminish. And with that, there is encouragement and the strength of knowing you're winning, and it starts to diminish even more and more. No pill involved, except the one you have, called human consciousness, which is given to you directly from Spirit, from the source, yours to work with in this amazing way. It's not really a mystery at all, but it's one of the greatest tools of the human. Balance. The ability to control health and do what you need for yourself to walk through a chaotic world. That's the best news I could ever give you as Kryon. I am Kryon in love with humanity. And so it is.
And following that uplifting, exquisite message from Kryon, I invite you to open your eyes if you've had your eyes closed and bring your awareness back into your body. Become a little more fully present. And as we discussed at the beginning of the program, this evening we are bringing you another Healing Wednesday special experience. And tonight's guest is from Australia and is known personally to Lee and I. And she has been on the program before, but never doing what she's going to do tonight. In addition, Jenny is a member of Healing Wednesday, and you may have even seen her comments in the live chat area. She's always giving wonderful healing energy and helpful advice to those who are there.
So let me tell you about Jenny Johnson. She's the founder of Quantum EFT and EFT for the Soul. Now, for those of you who do not know, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. For Jenny, this well-established technique is based on the combination of EFT tapping and also the spiritual teachings of Kryon. Jenny is a major experienced teacher in the EFT world and has taken it to a very high level. From my standpoint, perhaps the highest. She is also the senior trainer at EFT Universe, founded by Dr. Dawson Church of the United States. But that's not all. Jenny is also a past life regression hypnotherapist and continues this knowledge with Kryon's teaching about the cave of creation and mining the Akash. This is so that her clients can not only release patterns and fears and beliefs and sabotaging behavior from their life and past life, but also go back into other lifetimes and activate wonderful skills, gifts, higher consciousness, and biological healing.
So Jenny endeavours to inspire, touch and move people so that they can become whatever they desire and then see the possibilities that they are available to them, and then they can remove whatever is holding them back. Her passion, as part of a group of professional people who together practice energy psychology methods such as EFT and Quantum EFT, is to bring these methods into the light of mainstream. Her experience tonight is designed to use tapping in a quantum way, that is the Quantum EFT, to release trauma, sabotaging habits, behaviours and emotions in this life and every life to reveal your soul's higher learning and lessons. Okay, everyone, are you ready? Because I sure am, and I can't wait. Thank you, Jenny. Over to you.
Hello. And of course, it's the next day here because I'm in Australia and it's my morning. You can see the sun coming in here. So it's great to be with you. And you do know that the Kryon work is the basis of Quantum EFT. So I've combined my skills as an EFT practitioner and trainer with the teachings of Kryon and with the method of tapping. I mean, Kryon is the magnetic master. And when we're tapping on our meridian points, we're working with our electromagnetic system. So what better way to talk to innate? Now, today, what I wanted to do, in the past, I talked about Quantum EFT and how it came to be. But today, I want to introduce you to a certified EFT practitioner who's just trained with me. And Cheryl is from Vancouver. And she'll be my demonstration client today. She's also done one of the Quantum EFT workshops. And she's booked in for the June one as well. So, Cheryl, are you there?
I am.
Awesome. So, Cheryl, you were a demonstration client actually in the last Quantum EFT workshop, which was in March. And can you give just a quick scenario of what we worked on and how that impacted your life?
Oh, I was really surprised because I had never experienced anything quite like it. And I had been in a relationship that was probably the most difficult breakup that I'd ever had in my life and was still feeling pretty wounded, and went into a Quantum EFT session and found myself in another lifetime in a relationship, a different kind of relationship with this man. And when I came back out, there was such clarity that was just like a chapter closed, and I understood the relationship, and I had no feelings of a broken heart or feeling rejected. I mean, it was amazing. I was I was actually blown away by it. So
yeah, a lot of people are surprised when they get into the realm of Quantum EFT because as we know, EFT is so powerful, but Quantum EFT is a whole different level. And we're working with soul patterns and karmic soul agreements and contracts with souls that we are represented with in this life. So yeah, it can be quite powerful. And so thank you for agreeing to be our demonstration client today. And I just want to have you and I go through the points together so that other people watching this can tap along, because you know as well as I do that when you watch a video or tap along with somebody else, you will get borrowed benefits, because when you're tapping, the research shows that brainwaves go into the subconscious range. And so your own subconscious will identify similar behaviors or patterns or memories that you've experienced when you're tapping along with someone else. Because if we're tapping on loss or grief, or we're tapping on some sort of emotion and your memory, then the other person is going to have their own similar memories of loss and grief, etc. So Monica and Lee, I give you the opportunity to tap along too if you wish, and as well as everyone else who's watching this. So the main points that we work on is the side of the hand, and this is where we do the start or the setup statements. The next point is the top of the head. So if you go from your ears up to the top of your head, that is the crown, and that's where all the meridians meet. Then we have the start of the hairs of the eyebrow. We have the bone at the corner of the eye. We have the bone under the eye, right under the pupil, and that's the end point of the stomach meridian for anxiety. We have the point under the nose, so the fleshy part under the nose, and that's for unsupported, feeling unsupported. This point under the chin, or the chin under, that is for feeling overwhelmed. And these 2 points are the start and ends of the meridians that go in front and behind of our whole body. This one, overwhelmed. Then this one, if you follow the collarbone in and find the 2 knobbles at the end of the collarbone point, you come down about 1 inch, and that's a little hollow there. That's the collarbone point, and that's for fear. And then about 4 inches under the armpit, round about where